Church keeps the memory of one of the, shall we say, newest saints of the Orthodox Church. That's Saint Gabriel, born for Christ, the confessor of St. Paul, who lived in the 20th century, born in 1929 in Georgia, grew up in the Soviet Union as it was then, but from his earliest years he left home and wandered around from one holy place to another. He still did his military service after the war, but he became a monk and a priest, and he became well known when he burned the portrait of Lenin in 1965 in the May Day celebrations. Not only he burned it, but he got up and preached a sermon based on the second commandment: you shall not make idols, because of this cult of Lenin, of Stalin, it was a cult of idols, of false gods in whom is no salvation. And of course the authorities wanted to get rid of him, to execute him, but then he was assessed and medically decided that he was crazy and a lunatic, because he kept talking about God all the time, angels. So God spared him to remain a confessor of the faith, to call, in the first place, the people of Georgia back to their ancestral Orthodox faith. But now, after his death, he became known throughout the Orthodox world. One who exhibited this particular thing, this spiritual feat of foolishness for Christ, which reminds us that there is human wisdom, and there is God's wisdom. And the two are very, very different. St. Paul writes about that. He says, the foolishness of God is greater than the wisdom of men. And so saints like St. Gabriel stand as a witness to that divine foolishness, that humbles itself, that gives itself to people regardless of self-interest. It reminds us that we cannot be worldly people who just want a nice sort of gloss or veneer of faith. So we want to, shall we say, have our cake and eat it. We want to have a nice, prosperous, comfortable life in this world, just like everybody else. Although it's much better than most other people, And then, of course, yes, well, when the time comes, we would like to go to heaven as well. Yeah. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. We have already to be choosing the things of heaven, the things of God, and put them in the first place in our lives. If we do that, everything else will find its own place. The Lord says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and then everything else, the Lord knows what you need. Everything else will be added unto you as it is necessary. So let us learn this divine foolishness from saints like Saint Gabriel, and so not become slaves to worldly